Hello and welcome back to our Crypto and Friends YouTube channel. I'm Finn and I will present you our today's chart analysis of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and finally we're going to talk about ADA or Cardano. We will just start off with the Bitcoin chart, and if you haven't done it already, please let us a subscription here and like this video, would be very nice. Thank you very much. So to start off with the Bitcoin chart, we are at the week chart at the moment. Our week candle still looks pretty okay. We are a little bit down till yesterday, like 2%, but I would say let's just jump into the day chart because there hadn't changed that much since yesterday. So if we have a look at the day chart, we are going to see that in our actual day close from yesterday, we just saw we broke out of that symmetrical triangle, and our today's day candle at the moment is retesting our symmetrical triangle. So that's a pretty bullish scenario if we get that bounce right here, which it looks like at the moment. So if we get that bounce here, that would be a great opportunity to compound at the moment, but we will have a look at the smaller time frames to see what is happening there at the moment. So as we saw at the 4-hourly time frame, as I called in yesterday's video, if we would close in this 4-hourly candle here above that green upper trend line here at $63,800, in my opinion, it's most likely that we just see a bounce here. We didn't close the 4-hourly above that trend line, so I said it's pretty likely that we will see a bigger dump down here, or at least to the downtrend line here at not the downtrend line, at the lower trend line here at $62,500. Now, on the 1-hourly time frame, we had formed a bull flag, and we just broke it to the downside, which is not pretty much a good scenario or bullish scenario, but in some case you can just say it's a big retest of that symmetrical triangle. So now we got that retest. It's now very important that we get a bounce at that symmetrical triangle line. For sure, we can see a little dip through it, like at the moment we are under that line for sure, but the 1-hourly candle is closing in 12 minutes, so we have actually 12 minutes to push it back up. Or in my opinion, it's also way more important that we close that 4-hourly candle above that symmetrical triangle. So don't panic maybe if we just get a little 1-hourly close below that symmetrical triangle. In my opinion, most likely it's the most important that we don't close the 4-hourly below that symmetrical triangle. If we close a 4-hourly below that symmetrical triangle, I would definitely be concerned about further price drops, because if we broke that line right here, in my opinion, it's most likely if we get a 4-hourly close, maybe here below that symmetrical triangle, there's a good chance, or it's most likely that we will see the price move down to $60,500 or even lower, because if we fake out to the upside, there's a good chance that we maybe break that symmetrical triangle to the downside. And yeah, for sure, we can still bounce on our 60K main resistance, or most important resistance in my opinion. But we would see a price movement to the downside of like 4%, and that's not nice if you just compound it here. So in the moment, I'm having a very close look what the Bitcoin price is doing, and we could also imagine that maybe the Bitcoin price in the next 2 hours will move back up here in that horizontal resistance channel. And if that 4-hourly candle closes inside that resistance channel, I will definitely compound my position size, because then we got a perfect 1-hourly wick down here to retest that symmetrical triangle, then pump up again and close that 4-hourly candle inside that horizontal resistance channel. So that would be a very good scenario if in the next 2 hours we'll move back up here, but for sure it's also possible that we get a further dump to the downside. I would say let's just talk about Ethereum for now. So I would say by Ethereum we will have a little bit bigger look on the time frame, because we haven't done that before. And if we look at the Ethereum weekly chart, we can see that we have a support beneath us that is our support since we had that Corona drop to like $90 or something. And for sure, our Ethereum price movement is insane or was insane in the last few months. We got like 5,000 percentages, and that's a pretty insane race, we must say. But the more important thing is that we formed an ascending triangle on the one week chart, on the week chart, and that's an extremely bullish scenario for Ethereum, because our price target for that ascending triangle would be $6,100 or $6,200, depends on how you draw that price target, but our price target is something around $6,200, $6,100, and that's an absolute bullish price target for real. If you just take the percentage gain measurement, you can see that it's still a 37% price movement. So it's very good that we have such a bullish long-term price target for Ethereum, because then we can just have pattern on a smaller time frame and still know, okay, our main price target is $6,100 or $6,200. We broke out of that ascending triangle, so there's a good opportunity for the bears that we will see a retest of that triangle from the upside. So we could imagine that our next week candle could dip around to the $4,000 at Ethereum again, and we will just start after that to pump up. So something like this here. Why this is pretty probably, we can see on the smaller time frames. For sure, we had that ascending triangle on the 4-hourly time frame also. You can see that big ascending triangle of the blue and red line here, and we had that smaller ascending triangle, the green one right here. We filled the price target, or we more or less filled the price target. A few dollars we didn't fill, but in some cases like that, I would already had to take profits if I wanted to take profits here at Ethereum trade. So we reached that price target, in my opinion. And now there's the question, where are we going? Are we still pumping up, or maybe we're going to the downside again? And if we have a look at the even smaller time frame, at the 1-hourly time frame, we can see there's forming an ascending wedge with a breakout target. A breakout target of an ascending wedge is always the beginning of the ascending wedge. So the breakout target of that ascending wedge would be the perfect retest of our big ascending triangle. So you can see there's a good opportunity that we will maybe see Ethereum dump to the downside to that $4,000. So we have a confirmation or a retest on the week time frame. So in my opinion, it's more or less likely that we will see Ethereum to $4,000 in the next week, or maybe even this week if the bulls are strong enough and the bears will maybe just pump down in one big wick. So in my opinion, I must say Ethereum is a little bit risky for the next 1 or 2 weeks, but for the next 3-4 weeks, we are definitely going to see, definitely, but in my opinion, we will see in the next 3 to 4 weeks a big breakout to the upside, and maybe we will also reach already our price target of $6,100 in the next month. But I will say that's it about Ethereum, and let's talk about ADA or Cardano. At Cardano, we can see that we had already formed 2 big descending triangles. Our first one broke to the upside and we reached new all-time highs. Then the second one here, we didn't broke to the upside, or mostly we broke to the upside, but we didn't get that new pump and we didn't get new all-time highs. So our main problem at Cardano at the moment is we are in our big consolidation and support area, or at the moment resistance area, and we tried to break it to the upside again. We broke below it because we are consolidating since, I don't know since when, but I think it's pretty much 1.5 months. We are consolidating in that support zone and now our resistance zone because we broke below it. And the problem at Cardano is that between these both resistance here, or both of these supports, like at $1.50 and $1.90, there are not much trading volume, or there are not much horizontal supports. So if we drop below the $1.90 at Cardano, there's a big chance, in my opinion, that we'll see much further dumps, maybe to like $1.50. Why this is most likely that this will happen is if we watch the day time frame, you can see, yeah, we tried to reach or to break through our resistance at $2.05, and we probably just got rejected. Because on a day time frame, we must say, yeah, for sure, we still made 3.8 percentage gain, but that's not enough to break this resistance. And if we see that big wick on the day time frame, in my opinion, or for my trades, I must say that's a big reject, and we must think about Cardano being rejected from that resistance. And if we get rejected from here, the next target for sure is $1.90. But if this also doesn't hold, we for sure will drop on and maybe see a dump to the $1.50. And that would be a price decrease of nearly 30%, 26%. So at the moment, I'm really careful about Cardano or Cardano trading or something like that, because there's a big opportunity for the bears to push Cardano to $1.50, and that would be a price decrease of nearly 30% at the moment. And I don't want something to decrease 30%. Or for sure, if you are in bear and you want to trade, get a little short trade, that's a great opportunity. You can short Cardano for about 30%. With 10x leverage, you would make around 300%. That's some nice profits, but in my opinion, I'm almost only going long, and that's not a nice trade for me. So yeah, I think that's about that video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, please let us hear a subscription, a like, or a comment. We would really appreciate it. And I would say we will see us tomorrow, and Liam will make a video for you. Bye bye.